did I miss? Wait. I'm actually doing this tonight purely for an excuse to have a glass of wine. It's all right. I'm sure other people indulged all day. My turn. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu. Oh shoot! Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam b'rei pari agafen. The second one. Oh my God, it's a busha. Well, I've done it so many times. It's okay, and I don't like doing Hebrew. Ooh, but I realized I have a Hebrew message. I have to tape it. Anyway, L'chaim, L'chaim, Shavua Tov. Shavua Tov is what we say on Saturday night after the Shabbat goes down, sunset, first stars come up. We pray for the next week. Have a good week. Bye-bye. No. So yeah, that was quite a headline. But I stayed in. It's on Saturdays, it's just not interesting for me right now. It's just too many people, and I like to really find that complete calm. And the minute I go out, unless I could transport myself to like the middle of the sea, I'm not calm the minute I walk out. I don't like the mask. It's terrible. And yeah, so I'm inside, but I'm never bored. I know this is many, many days of months of isolation, but I kind of learned how to just be super independent and self-entertaining and indulging and, listening to myself. Pretty much I'm a professional hobbit at this point. By the way, L'chaim, is it your birthday yet, Lenny, or is it tomorrow? Hi, Laura. L'chaim to you. Lynn, is it tonight? Today? Well, I'm 7 hours earlier, so I'm going to start celebrating your birthday. How about that, Lenny? So how's everybody's Saturday been so far? So I did get out. I go out once a day. I have to. It's very, very important, and I watch way too much news. And so much is going through my head right now, so I'll share it because this is the update of where I'm at. So I think this whole Tulsa rally thing is insane. I think that it's literally Judgment Day in that Trump is saying, okay, to all of his followers and to the world, I don't really believe in this coronavirus. I don't believe in the masks and the social distancing. I don't believe in any of this. I think it has been put upon us and that it does not exist. I think that every person, including the President of the United States and his staff, and every person that walks into a closed hall, like how many thousands of people are going to be in this hall. I don't know what they're doing with the air, with circulation. Masks are optional. Social distancing is optional. There'll be a lot of hand sanitizer. What does it matter? So I realized I touch my face a lot. I also play with my hair, but I can't help it. It's long, and you kind of have to readjust it after a while because it just sort of, it doesn't really do much. gosh. So I'm not an anti-Trump person. I watched last night. It was fascinating. I somehow clicked on a link. So I used this to go to sleep too, but it was Breitbart. And so they were interviewing everybody online. And in the middle of this, a black truck just sort of spontaneously appears, even though all the cars had been asked to be taken away the night before. No police, no nothing. And this maniac woman is on the top of a black truck with the big BLM letters. And she is ranting and raving, cursing and threatening, violent, radical wackiness. Then they started to have their people on the ground, and these were all radical Black Lives Matter. They didn't have anything constructive to say. All they did was curse and hate and negativity. And there was the guy, and it was, I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I don't find any of this funny. I find it so deeply disheartening, sickening, and disgraceful. And so there was a guy, he had a big megaphone. He was a Trumper. So what he did is he just kept going over whatever the woman said, but did it in a very Christian. It was a lot of Jesus being called out. There was a lot of religion, a lot of Christianity, hardcore that I saw. A lot of Jesus talk. And this, I don't understand. Like, they go into, I understand they want to upset the people that are there, but it didn't really, I just am wondering if Democrats really are backing those sort of people, because they are really, truly insane and quite unstable. The way they were speaking, all their mannerisms, it was not about leadership. It was about threatening and just ugly. Let's use the word rhetoric. That's all it was. Then I went to sleep. All right. Then I realized I am someone that invents things since I've been, hold on. It's just too itchy and I don't want to touch my face. So hold on. Let me get rid of my Vogue. Itchy nose. Touch your face. Don't touch your face. Hi, Itai. Shalom. Hey, you're new to the party. L'chaim. It's only taking you 3 months to get on board, but always welcome. So yeah, I don't go out, but then I did go out, and then I take the path of least humans. Unfortunately, my secret spot was taken over. I understand it's Shabbat, so, I wasn't too up in arms. I did my little, by the rocks, took my pictures, my quintessential pictures are they quintessential? No, I took the pictures I need to take. The waves were huge. I could hear the surfers outside, out in the waves screaming. It was really, I just love it. I love the big waves, even if I'm not swimming in them. But we got a little issue again, and that's a very early start to start having ear infections so quickly. So, oh God, I don't know. Can I be hit with one more situation? So, those are some of my biggest thoughts was this. So I pretty much think that what Trump is doing is it's a big social experiment, and his followers have agreed to go in on it, and it's like do or die. Because if there's no radical outbreak from this gathering inside, which is going against CDC and all the rulings, then he just negated like months and months of quarantine, lockdown, people losing businesses, their lives. It's so insane. But if God forbid something does happen, but everybody has signed their life away. If you walked into that rally, you could not sue the Trump organization or the administration. Sorry, that should be two different things. The Trump administration for if you get COVID-19. Okay. 6 people from Trump's advanced Tulsa team have just been, they tested positive for COVID-19. 6. So, of course, they're in quarantine, they're away from everybody, but I don't know. I feel like it's just everybody's just went to that rally is just swimming with in shark infested waters. I don't agree. Again, I'm not an anti-Trumper. As everybody's known, I've been pushed over to the other side, and that is more to the conservative side, because I just don't agree with the looting and the madness and a lot of behavior that I just am not on board with. And I think it's really important that I'm here in Israel as an American Jew, and I know that a lot of my friends, Jewish, not Jewish, grew up together, college together, educated together. I have friends that are really getting quite, everybody's super, super stressed. It is so difficult in America right now. Half my friends that were just these very independent, unique, just these strong voices, strong female voices now are not allowed to open their mouths. How is that possible? How is it possible that in America that people are losing their jobs from being honest, for being real, for being authentic and truthful, and for being law-abiding? This is so heavy lately for me. I am so law-abiding that I'm wondering if there's been a memo that was sent out and I never received it that said, Alyssa, everything you learned about respecting your elders, law enforcement, spiritual leaders, firemen, uniforms, soldiers, all that you've learned, throw that out. It's not necessary any longer. Right now, whatever you want, whatever your heart's desire, you want everyone to pay for this, and this, take care of your life and blame everything on the government. Well, I have to say, I'm not the happiest moment during this whole pandemic thing. But in general, I'm not I don't know. There's something. You have to make something of your life. We have to learn how to fish. We can't just be always given the fish, although it's really nice to have a fish prepared. I personally do not like to touch raw animals, raw. I don't eat animals, but I just also, even before that, had an issue. I can't touch raw meat or fish. Sushi, yeah, I could do that, but not when it's like a whole fish sitting there. No, can't. Sushi, I could do that. Anyway. I could never be one of those political speakers because, you know why? I censor myself. Because when I feel like I'm about to make a comment that is about to hit massive judgment, I back down. And that's okay. I'm a very, very, very sensitive soul, and I got so crashed. So, I've taken myself off social media. I'll just look at certain things and then sort of go my way, and then I deal with my page and my people and my thoughts, and that's where I'm at. What did I see? Did you see the video of that sheriff? I don't know. I'm such a policeman lover. I can't help it. That's how I grew up, I stop at, when I see firemen, I stop at fire trucks. I was friends with this incredible looking Israeli fireman for the longest time, but it kind of was a little too weird. It was better just to look at him and let him go. It was unbelievable, right? I had a fire when I lived in New York, and fireman heaven came to my door. It's the most tragic, awful time of your life, but I also remember I didn't even know, I'd never seen so many attractive men surrounding me in the worst time of my life. So I'm a big fan of the firemen who listen, police can be brutal, and that's why I think definitely this reform is very good. But defunding the police or holding all police accountable for, I'm not going to say apples, because I think apples are really getting a really bad name lately. You can have bad eggs. I had bad eggs. There could be bad eggs in a dozen. There could be, I've had oranges go bad. You could be a bad orange. I've had lemons go spoil. You could be a bad lemon. You could be a sour lemon. You could be a moldy lemon. So they exist in the police force. Sour lemons. And they just need to be dealt with. So I hope that reform and change will come into that. And I'm learning more about Juneteenth. I never knew about it. I'll admit to it. Why should it not be a holiday? I think it's fine. I think it's important. It's part of American history. I know that we honor other things of when slavery was abolished, which it's like why slavery ever was allowed to happen, but it's happened. But why is it not a holiday? It should be. Why not? I remember when we learned about Kwanzaa, and I've learned about Ramadan, and I think it's important as American that we have all those holidays, because then we understand cross-culturally, and it's like we share, and it's just more abundance, and it's good energy. Again, good and bad. You want to be good or bad, you choose. I'm following good. Who's ever on the good bandwagon, come on along. But if you're on the bad bandwagon, I don't want anything to do with you. You can stalk and whatever you want to do. You can hang out. You can talk to me privately. But I think that if you think that the excuse of looting and rioting and violence is the answer, that it's just not. You're just not in my globe. You're not in my planet. And I just really hope that if, God forbid, there is violence, that, and I am anti-gun, but it seems as if my friends are packing now. Yeah. This is shocking. I don't know. Is it going to be a revolution? Are they going to start running through the streets? I don't know. It just seems like too many bad people have too much power, and we need to take back the streets. That's important, Americans need to take back their streets. I find it completely anti-American behavior. You can call out the First Amendment. You could, oh God, I don't even like the Second Amendment because I'm not a great gun person, but it's anti-American. The violence, the looting, the destruction, the vandalism, anti-American. Okay? You destroy history, it means you can't learn from change. That means you erase history, and then you are not learning anything. You should open, like Juneteenth. Perfect example. Yeah, let's make it a national holiday. Very important day. But instead of it being given over, it was like, it was just like, it was just all this anger, when it's actually a beautiful thing. My friend wrote, and it was very cute. He said he tried to explain to his son, he's a Orthodox guy, and he's Orthodox Jewish, and he said to his son, he said, what's going on? And he said, it's Juneteenth. It's when slavery was abolished, and everybody, and the slaves were free. And the kid said, wow, wait, they should let that be the last day of school, so then we're free, and then we'll always remember we get freedom in Juneteenth. And so it was as if he wanted to own the holiday into his life already, which I thought was a really cute and really beautiful way of understanding the plight of others and understanding freedom from a kid's perspective, right? It's a great way to learn. Tulsa, ticking time bomb. We're all waiting, and then we're going to wait 2 weeks, and then we're going to see. And I was just watching NBC. I thought I had put on Fox, and it was just so interesting. Listen, I'm like, my God, what's going on with Fox today? It's just like, why are they just destroying President Trump, like every which way? And then I realized, oh, you were watching NBC. Yeah. It's so bad. It's just so bad. So right now, CNN is Tulsa. Is Fox. I don't know. I'll have to go see where I'm at. Broccoli is toasting in the oven. What did you say? The innocence of a child. So I love that idea of what the kids said, that, like, to go out of school on June 19th is like to celebrate the holiday and the freedom. And I mean, it's great. It's Pesach, right? Slavery, it's Pesach. It's our holiday. Jews don't have a national holiday in America for Pesach, but it is our freedom. We also were freed as slaves in Egypt thousands of years ago. And so we celebrate 8 days as the faith, as the religion. We've never forced others to celebrate it. Although I think maybe, did Obama bring it to the White House? Did he have a Seder? I don't know. Not really interested. I don't really need that, honestly. I mean, we have it. It's ours. And we celebrate it as Jewish people. And here in Israel, of course, it's a national holiday. Listen, every day is getting closer to pizza week. I have to get the guts enough to figure out how I'm going to get the pizza and bring it back. And then that is all I will eat for 1 week straight. Because all I can think about is pizza. Pizza, hummus, a really good afuch. Glida I did because I stalked the store till there was no one there and all they were doing was cleaning. Don't ask. So I'm craving like you can't imagine, and I have no appetite except for these cravings. So until I can feel that, I'm just going to keep losing weight because it's just so weird. All right, l'chaim. What else was I thinking about? I don't know. All I can think about is Tulsa. And think about that poor cop from Atlanta that's in jail. I mean, it's just not right. Just not right. It's not the George Floyd thing. Not at all. And George Floyd is a whole other issue. I mean, Atlanta is something crazy. Drunk driver, attacked 2 policemen, and then you steal his taser, and then you shoot it at him? Yes. Can I get through a day without coughing? Haven't seen it lately. Alrighty, so I think I've done enough. Now I'm off to figure out what's happening in Tulsa. That's all I really care about right now. So did I say that I canceled the appointment that I had at the hospital? Now I think I was stupid. It's really stressful. It's like pain or fear. And fear is winning over pain. Like pain I just can't deal with. But I'm living with it for months, so it's just, L'chaim. I did something today. I don't know if it'll get to anybody's feeds, but I opened up a Facebook Live that I had done. And in retrospect, I was very overwhelmed by it because it was so emotional. I can tell you the date. It was a June 5th one. It was all of the emotions of all the riots and the madness happening and people's reaction and someone being not very nice to me. And the combination just threw me, and I got on and I started talking, and my emotions took the best of me, and I closed it down because I started to really go off. And I watched it today and I cried through it, and then I opened it because I feel like I've been so honest every day. I'm living in a fishbowl. I've opened myself. I'm like a human experiment day by day. Is it the Truman Show that I've put myself into? I am the Big Brother show, all alone with the village of we and the voices in my head. And it's just, let's just say I just want to make my cake, but my eggs are rotten. Oh my God, what is that? Why did that happen? But thank God I called my neighbor, put in a message, and hours later, voila, eggs showed up at my window. Thank you. Just 3. Just needed that egg. So anyway, I'm good. I hope you are. Good luck to all the people in Tulsa, that they should stay safe and healthy, and this corona should not, just please God, don't enter that hall. Just, I hope everything is good. God bless America. Have a Shavua Tov. L'chaim. Sending you much love and light from my little corner in Tel Aviv. Have a fabulous week. Find your peace of mind. Be kind and be the change. See you tomorrow-ish.